Hello, welcome to episode 20 of Something Something. Of course, I'm still Kevin.
Yes, and I am Dan.
And we're going to start off something different today. We have a guest.
We have an actual guest, our first official guest, not a friend or relative. It's going to be a nice
guest. Her name is Gemma, and she is I believe, the owner of Juicy Game Reviews. And we're going to call her now, aren't we?
Yes, we're going to give her a call.
Straight into it.
We're dedicating this episode really to...
This is Retro City.
Retro City.
Here we go.
Well, we appreciate her coming on.
Hopefully she answers.
Yeah, she should. We've done this. We've prepped this already.
Yes. Pre-planned.
Hello.
Hi, Gemma. It's Dan again from the Something Something podcast.
Hello.
Hi.
You are live on the podcast, and we appreciate you coming on.
Yes,
today.
thank you.
Oh, no, it's my pleasure. It's always nice to help. So, great. Thanks for asking.
As you're welcome, yeah. So,
we're going to go straight into it. We're dedicating this episode to like retro and all things retro, really, which you love, as far as I can see. I'll just crack on.
Okay.
If you want to tell us a little bit about yourself and where did it all begin with your love of gaming?
My love of gaming. It began, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the ZX Spectrum.
Yes,
Yeah.
The ZX Spectrum.
Yeah. Since we've told the story, I love telling the story. I was 5 and I got the ZX Spectrum for Christmas with a copy of Horace Goes Skiing. And my mum used to set it up, and we used to wait for hours for it to load, and then I would just kind of sit for hours and play this game, which back then was actually really, really cool. I think the first level involved you navigating Horace across this really busy road, and I could barely even get across the road, and a little 5-year-old sat punching the keys on the Spectrum. And that's kind of where it all started for me. I really, really enjoyed the Spectrum, and then there it kind of went on to the Mega Drive. Christmas 91. My sister got a Mega Drive for Christmas, so it's always been there for me. I'm 32 now, so it's from 5 up to 32. It's just been completely ingrained, and I love it. I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
It always seems quite new to me as well, as much as it's all kind of retro. There's kind of new stuff coming out. For example, like the Spectrum Vega, which is do you familiar with the Spectrum Vega?
No, elaborate.
Okay. So obviously, it's basically a new model that's being built. It's called Spectrum Vega, and it's got inbuilt games from that here. So it's kind of retro, but it's kind of coming back in 2015. So
that's cool.
It's always kind of piquing my interest. So I love it. Really cool.
Well, that's good. With regards to the ZX Spectrum, did you ever have the or heard of the Commodore 64?
Yes.
Yeah, I had that.
Did you?
Yeah, I'm 31 now, so I'm old school as well.
I'm the baby, aren't I?
Kev's a bit younger.
Yeah.
Oh, we got babies.
That was before my time.
Not that much before.
No,
Jesus, you're making it sound really old.
No, I'm only 25, so I'm not that much younger. But I remember the Mega Drive was my ultimate favourite console, and I think that's what I grew up with, playing that. And
whereas I went from Commodore to the Mega Drive, and then to PS1, and then sort of stemmed from there really. So, what inspired you with the YouTube idea then, and where do you want to go with that?
Well, initially, I've had the channel for 5 years, but I had a 2 break. I've only actually been back for a year and a half, but initially I used to be into emulation through iPhones, so I used to watch a lot of YouTube guys do that, and that just kind of got right into the YouTube culture. And then something happened, obviously, and the forums that I used to be on kind of closed down, so by that point, I was already hooked on YouTube. I was hooked on the forum stuff, and I just kind of naturally migrated across to gaming. So it came from there. Initially, for the first couple of years, my channel I thought it was pretty bland. Although the channel grew in a year, I got up to 2,000 subscribers within a year.
That's good.
That's really good.
Yeah. And then I met my partner
No, it's
It's fine.
It's all on the internet anyway.
We'll look for it.
I sold my entire collection, which meant my channel obviously completely diminished. And for 2.5 years, I was just focusing on my career and, settling back to life in England after having been out to the States for a little bit. But now it's stronger than ever, and I've just passed 4,000 subscribers.
That's really good. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm new to that subscriber list.
It's okay. I would like to go as far as I could go with it. I mean, obviously, one day I would love to play with it, which is the 100,000 subscriber. But I mean, that's I don't know if that would ever happen.
Well, I guess you kind of need somewhere to aim to, don't you? So you've done really well so far. It's really, really good, and you've got to start somewhere. So it's kind of like us in the podcast. We're starting off small, but hopefully one day we will get to.
Everyone's got to start off somewhere.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, absolutely. You've got to start somewhere, haven't you? And I think kind of this is quite important. But yeah, if there's anyone listening, against 24 THUDES 24, go and get me out.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we're going to tweet you as well and tweet it out. So, yeah,
make you known as well as us.
We do a section in the podcast where we talk about classics of the week. So this is classic games and classic films. So if you want to give us your classic game of the week?
Classic game of the week?
Any game you want.
What is your classic? Or what is your favourite game of all time?
Favourite game of all time.
My favourite game of all time? Wow. Instantly when you said that to me, the one game that popped into my head was Mario Kart.
Oh, good choice.
It's obviously the first Mario Kart, and I think I would have. Know how old I was. I was a teenager anyway. We just used to play for hours on that stuff. So,
yeah, you should. Yeah, it was a great multiplayer game. You can have all your friends around and
that's a good choice.
Chill out and
yeah. And it's a good series. It's really kind of developed since then, hasn't it? So it's just a wonderful game. What can I say?
Yeah, great choice.
And what about your classic film of the week? We always do classic films.
Yeah.
Sorry, my cat's in the background. Maybe a little bit of noise.
It's fine.
Classic film of the week. I love Aliens. The second in the quadrilogy. I love Aliens.
Yeah, Aliens is good.
Yeah, that always scared me when I was younger.
Yeah, me too. But I always kind of watch it with one eye closed, one eye open.
I used to like it because it was a horror, wasn't it? Like Aliens was a horror when it started off, and it sort of lost that aspect to it, didn't it? With the sequels. So yeah, I still love Aliens. I think on the Blu-ray as well. It's amazing.
Yes, on the Blu-ray. Awesome. I don't view it as much of a horror as now though. I don't look at it and think, wow, that's a horror. I don't know about you guys.
No, especially with the recent films like The Babadook and It Follows. They're kind of like more psychological and not actually like trying to scare you, but trying to make you scared in a different way. It's I know what you mean. It's kind of weird. I look at them like I'm more actually scared of what it means as well, rather than actually being like just someone jumping out on you sort of thing. I think that's lost its sort of value now in terms of scaring people. Like the whole Paranormal Activity films, I think they've cashed in on that, but they're getting a bit boring now just because it's just random scares and not actually any story.
Absolutely, I totally agree.
That's great. I'll talk about my classics later on in the podcast after our call, so you can have a listen to that later on. If you want, I'm going to say it now anyway. I'm getting this right, Gemma. It's at Juicy Gamer Game Review, is it? At Juicy Game Review?
Yeah, I'm on Twitter. It's Juicy Game Review. That's my website, juicygamereviews.com, and it's all kind of tied into YouTube anyway. So, but yeah, that's my main Twitter account.
And it's on YouTube. It's the Gebs24, yeah.
Yes, the Gebs24 on YouTube, correct.
Brilliant.
And you say you have a blog?
It's all in with juicygamereviews.com. A current gen kind of side of it, retro gaming side of it, and then kind of do this thing with the community on game collections. There's my collection on there.
Which is epic.
Yeah. That's massive.
A lot of it's not out. It's really frustrating
Yeah, that's good excitement. I'm slightly jealous. I must
Yeah,
admit.
I've never seen so many games in someone's house before.
I love it. But yeah, it's active to game reviews on Twitch and the guest support.
Cool.
Brilliant.
We may get you on again in the future if you're happy with that.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, great.
Gemma, thank you for your time today. And
Thanks, Dan. Thanks, Ken.
Thank you.
we'll tweet you and we'll speak to you soon.
Cool. Take care.
Take care.
very
Thank
much.
you.
See you later. Bye.
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 Well,
That was pretty good.
Gemma. Juicy game reviews.
Wow, so many games. Like,
You
Jesus.
should see her collection of people. I mean, look at her YouTube channel. It's
On YouTube
amazing.
channel, yeah, she has. Well, compared to my 30 games,
Hundreds in the background.
and she's got more as well, hidden away.
Yeah. I can't believe that she wants more shelves out just to get it all out. It's just like hiding in the loft, all this retro.
Oh, that's so good. I'd love to have a game, like a room just dedicated. Just,
Consoles that she's got,
just to go, I want to play this game today. It's an old game. Yes, bring it on. We've got it ready.
Yeah, I do like it. It makes me just want to go on eBay now and
Well, it's fine.
go buy some
Imagine how much I know you wouldn't sell them, but imagine how much they're worth. Like,
some of them are like limited editions and
sealed and non-sealed and
sealed, but you'd be like, I want to unseal it.
I
I want to play you.
I want to open it. So yes, so that was really good. That was really good fun. Hopefully, maybe we might try and get back on again.
Retro's
somewhere
good.
down the line, yeah.
I might have to play some more retro later now.
Retro City, you in the mood?
Yeah, I'm in the mood for
Or
retro.
if you want them, we might as well go straight into classics then.
The classics.
Classics.
Oh,
We
yes.
love the classics.
I
You
can't
have to get
forget.
You have to get the classics. We mentioned it.
I mentioned it. You mentioned it.
I
Well,
mentioned
you
it.
still got the Mega Drive collection, haven't you, on PlayStation 3?
I have. Yeah, I've been playing that.
I don't, it's totally, that game's not on there, is it?
What one?
Toe Jam and Earl.
No, it's not.
But
No.
you can buy
I
it
know you love that game.
on the PlayStation Store.
Yeah.
You haven't played it, have you?
No.
Why
I've seen people play it. I haven't actually played it myself, but yeah. No, I know you mentioned it before.
Yeah, no, it's good though.
Classics of the week, classics where we talk about movies and games.
Yeah.
Welcome to Classics of the Week, where we love retro and the classics.
Here it comes for you.
Yeah.
We do that tune every week.
Oh, it's so good.
For our new listeners.
I think you keep forgetting to put it on as well. Like,
Yeah, I keep forgetting to
there's
get
me
it on.
stalling to try and.
Alright, I'll let
Right.
you go first.
I'll go first. So, do you want to do games first or
Yeah, we'll go to game.
games?
Classic game of the week.
That's
for
the
you.
game of the week. For me, is Golden Axe.
Golden Axe.
Golden Axe.
That was a cool game.
That was a good game. Do
You
you know
get the little magic things.
It reminded me of Streets of Rage. I don't actually know what came first, but it had that sort of gameplay with side scrolling. But you could ride the dino things. You can get on their back. Remember that? You had to do a level. You had to ride.
Yeah, you got the little horse things. Yeah.
Horse.
It wasn't a horse. It was a dinosaur type thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a dinosaur sort of thing. You could do that, and then it had bosses which were really hard. But then it was one of those games where it had different levels depending on if you played with 2 players, it went longer, and if it was 1 player, it wouldn't go as much.
Yeah.
And you had the massive, still big
Sword.
guy bosses. You had to,
Yeah, the big sword.
Yeah, the massive sword. It just like chop you down in half. And but there was sequels though, which I never played. I never played.
I played the second one.
Any good?
I didn't mind it. The first one still is the best one for me.
Yeah,
Golden Axe, man, that is a good choice.
that is really good. I actually I might even play it later because I've just got it.
That's on the PlayStation Collection.
It's
as
on
well.
Sega Mega Drive Ultimate Collection,
That is a great.
which is staring at me.
Let's get on there, Drew.
Yeah, that's mine. So, what about yours?
Mine is the original and first PlayStation 1 Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, the original GTA. It's sort of like shot from above, isn't it?
Yeah.
You played it?
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
I love it,
please
yeah.
God, play it.
Yeah. I love it.
And yeah, just how it's advanced over the years. You can just see it from that point. Then it was GTA London,
Yeah.
which is similar to that.
Yeah.
And it went on
Which
with
they need to bring back. They need to make that London
another
one
London one, which is wicked.
with today's graphics.
With PS4.
Because they're doing that with Assassin's Creed, the next game.
Yeah, the Assassin's Creed London sort of generation, but it's yet to get me because as I discussed in the previous podcast,
You're not a big fan of
I've
Assassin's
lost.
Creed.
I've lost. I
Have you
loved
played?
it.
Have you played Black Flag though?
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
you can-
No, that's when it lost.
That's where you lost it. You
Yeah.
can like the ships and the.
No, I want to go on land and kill people on land.
You don't be a pirate and just attack
Yeah.
other ships.
No, I'm not being a pirate.
Yeah, GTA was really. I love GTA 2 because you had factions. You had like the triads and other groups. I think the mafia sort of thing. And you had to work with all of them, but then you sort of had to make sure they were all in the same level as well, so they weren't coming after you.
Yeah. And even in the first GTA, the soundtracks from every single GTA game have always been wicked.
Yeah.
Like when you jump into cars on the first one, it would do different tunes.
Yeah. And in the new games as well, they actually have like proper radio stations.
Yeah, like actual.
How do they actually do that? Because they must actually record it
Yeah,
properly
they properly record it and incorporate it
into the game.
into the game. Well, if you play the game long enough, you obviously hear it repeat.
Yeah.
But it's in the game.
But there's like 20 different stations.
Yeah, you've got loads of stations.
They
To
must
try
have spent hours trying to.
I no doubt someone out there has listened to every single
Yeah.
station after playing the
You
game.
can
so
get.
much.
I think they released the soundtrack with the songs you can get on the game as a CD as well. Right.
Yeah.
That's some brilliant songs. I know Ricky Gervais actually did some stuff for it as well. He's actually in the game as a comedian.
It's a wicked game.
Yeah.
They always are. And I've always bought every GTA.
You see that number 5? I've been playing that.
Yeah.
First person mode.
No.
It's good.
First person mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good. I saw people play it. My friend bought out his gaming laptop last week, which he spent nearly $2,000 on. It's like an ultimate high spec laptop, and he played GTA 5 at the highest ultra spec possible, and we run it through the TV, and it looked absolutely amazing.
Was that off? What console was that on?
It's a laptop, PC.
Oh, right. So, yeah, PCs tend to.
Because of the graphics
the
power,
graphics card,
it's unlimited in terms of what you can achieve, and it's always going to be the best graphic machine, I think, out there. But yeah, it looked amazing. Looked amazing. Right, so you've done yours, films, and your classic film.
Classic film. Do you want me to go first?
You go first.
It is a series of films.
Yeah.
I mentioned one before, but I'll mention it again anyway because people can't be asked to go back and buy it. It's Ernest Scared Stupid. Now, Ernest is
Scared or scared?
scared.
Scared.
Yeah, so it was released like a Halloween one.
Yeah.
And it's Ernest going against the trolls
Yeah.
of the woods. And it is comedy.
Trolls.
It is so funny, honestly. Yeah, people might have seen Ernest Saves Christmas. Ernest Scared Stupid. It's a slam dunk Ernest. Ernest goes to camp.
I think I've
Ernest
seen that
joins the army.
Who is Ernest? Who plays Ernest?
Jim Varney.
Jim Varney.
Yeah,
Oh,
He
okay.
played Slinky Dog in Toy Story.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, he's dead. He's dead now.
Oh.
Unfortunately, he had like lung cancer and
Oh.
things. But what a good. He's a great comedian.
So-
It's
so
so
quite-
funny.
Quite a lot. Yeah.
I do have it on DVD, but it's NTSC, I think, because I got it years ago when it was online. I need to get the UK version.
I actually can't play it on DVD.
It's annoying,
It's
mate.
banned from a DVD machine.
But I might be able to find it online to stream or something. I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah. You can find most things online nowadays. That's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's so stupid. Mine, I don't know if you've seen it. You must have seen it.
Yeah, I think that.
Final Destination.
Who hasn't seen Final
Yeah.
Destination? Well, if you haven't, go and watch it because
Yeah.
it's the first one.
This is the first one.
Yeah, that's
it's had many sequels, but the first one on the plane, where it all starts off. So he has this premonition where there's something on the plane doesn't quite right. The plane basically blows up, doesn't it, in midair, and he wakes up. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah, they're in the terminal.
And he starts seeing the stuff that he saw in the dreams. Going on the back of the chair, someone arguing. So eventually he'll get off the plane, and Death is pretty pissed off because that's ruined his plan.
He escaped me.
And then the plane does blow up, and boom, I loved it because it's kind of like you can't tempt fate. Like, and anything you do for a reason.
Mm.
So the fact that in the film, Death is actually a character because he's planning these deaths.
Yeah, you can
And
see it all happening.
He planned this death to kill these people, and there's 5-6 people that weren't on the plane that were supposed to be. He's like, oh shit, I need to actually make sure they still die because that's the way it should be. And they start getting taken out one by one, don't they? By really clever ways as well. And I think in the sequels, it kind of lost. They tried to change the rules a little bit. Like if you killed someone, it would skip that person.
Yeah.
Or if you saved them, it would skip that person to someone else, sort of thing. It didn't really make sense. But going on from that, I think number 3 with the roller coaster.
Yeah.
That one literally, and it's kind of like true now. And that what happened at Alton Towers.
Oh god, yeah, that was weird. That Alton Tower stuff.
But
luckily they survived.
if you don't know, Alton Towers is a theme park in the UK, and they had a ride called the Smiler, which is, I think, it was UK's first ever multi-looping.
Yeah, and it's all got.
It looks scary just looking at it. Like I love roller coasters, but that one
I wanted to go on it, but now
I wanted to go on that one. I was kind of hesitated because it's so many loops in such a short area. It's not a long roller coaster. It's really put together and so close with the loops and stuff. And it was 2 weeks ago. There was an accident.
Yeah, a little bit longer than that, I think, but yeah, it's recent, and luckily they survived.
Yeah,
the accident happened.
What actually happened?
They released the car of all the people. They released a test car first.
Yeah.
But that stopped in the middle of the track somewhere. But then they released a car with people on it, and then that smacked into the test car, which then crushed legs and things.
Yeah, I think a girl had actually had a leg amputated.
But from
it.
She posted a picture up online. And everyone's really inspired.
Can you imagine going to?
She has a leg amputated, but she's still going to carry on with life and things, obviously.
Can you imagine going to a ride, a roller coaster for a theme park for a day, and then that happens? It's but that not the park's supposed to make sure that these rides are safe, and none of that's happened as well.
One hell of a lawsuit, tell you that.
Well, she's going to get money.
Yeah,
she'll get millions, but it's not going to matter. She's got.
No, exactly. Your life's changed anyway.
Yeah.
No matter what money they give you.
She'll get lots of values and stuff like that, but they actually had problems recently that the ride Air, which
I read about that.
stopped and had people upside down for 2 hours, and so
makes you think what's the point of going to theme park these days if it's not as safe as it used to be?
It kind of has put me off, especially at least going to Alton Towers. I know Thorpe Park's closer, and it's quite.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about Thorpe Park.
No, but they did close rides in. After the aftermath of the Alton Towers one, they closed some rides in because Saw ride is quite similar.
Yeah, I went on that.
It's good.
Yeah,
it's good, but I'm now a bit more hesitant that this could happen, and I think I'd rather put safety first and just not bother.
Yeah, that's what they just focus on. Just safety. If the ride's effing up a little bit anyway, they've got a queue of people. Yeah. Sorry, you're gonna have to go away.
Yeah,
the test car stopped.
Yeah. But I'm just going to say, going to a theme park is not on my list anytime soon.
No, definitely not.
After that. But yeah, so that's classics of the week.
Thank you for joining us on the classics of the week.
I do want to talk about what happened on Friday, here in the UK at least anyway. So we've had a heat wave, haven't we?
Yep.
This week. It's been boiling.
It's been 32, I think that
It's been roasting.
But I think between 37 might have been clocked.
37?
Yeah, in central London.
So we're not far from central London, so I think we in Stevenage had 33, 34.
It was hot.
And we was working a week, so lovely working in an office.
Yeah, thanks for that. It's always when you go to work.
And the aircon always breaks as well, can you imagine?
Yes, well.
It's sort of on ice creams and stuff. And but yeah, they always associate with heat with storms, don't they?
Yep.
And a storm was anticipated on Friday, and boy did we get one.
Yeah, Friday evening storm was like something from America.
It was from a movie.
It was 3 storms, I swear.
Oh yeah, because I think it started about 12 o'clock, and the light, I've never seen lightning like it. It was fork and shoot lightning, and it was every second a flash was going off. I don't know, it was so bright.
Yeah,
I couldn't even. We had the curtains drawn and the nets shut, and even still the light was coming through it, and then the thunder following that. It was so loud, and I don't really like the cackle ones.
Yeah, you got
it's like they hit something. It's like shit. They hit my house. Sort of thing. Apparently, someone had their roof blown off.
Yeah, I saw that. Zapped the house.
Yeah,
the roof went.
It blew up.
The thunder sounds like T-Rex.
Yeah,
and then you got the crackling ones, which are even scarier.
Yeah, they're the ones that. Yeah, but it went on for a good 2 hours, isn't it? I texted you I was like, "This is mental."
Yeah, you could take about midnight. Yeah. I was like, "What are you texting me for?" I was like, "Oh yeah, the thunder here."
I don't know how anyone was sleeping throughout that. Cause...
I mean, my missus was obviously sleeping as well, but when she woke up, I was like, "We have a T-Rex." I got from Jurassic Park 1.
Look at that cup of water. It's like,
what?
It's juggling.
We have a T-Rex. Have a T-Rex.
Yeah, so it was mental. They eventually passed, but it was a good 3 or 4 storms, like you said, in one go. And
That's what, everyone's like, oh, it's just a storm. But in the UK, we're not used to storms.
No, we're not.
Not like of that magnitude. Like people in America, if they're listening, we're like, what the hell? We
get it every day.
Yeah, we get freaking tornadoes.
Yeah, but that could be similar. Like we've had mini tornadoes here, mini tornadoes.
Yeah, which are like nothing.
Which are piddly. It's just really massive, like quick gusts of wind. Like it's not actually seen form. But if clearly whatever we're doing to the world is affecting the weather we're getting.
Yeah, it'll just get worse over time. Maybe England might get actual weather like America, like tornadoes.
I don't want that.
No, I mean we're not prepared for that sort of stuff, are we? So.
No, I don't have to keep rebuilding houses every.
Need a basement.
Yeah, need a storm shelter.
Yeah, but that was recent news.
That's Friday, yeah. 2 days
Well,
ago.
we've got other bits of news, haven't we?
Yeah, we have. Let me get up the links.
Get up the links.
Our favourite website has sort of gone into disarray a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been on the news as well, and what we use
Reddit,
every
basically.
week. Yeah, Reddit every week. The front page of the internet. What have we like in brief?
Well, pretty much. So there's moderators that are on the site that run the site daily basis, thousands of moderators, and they are unpaid, so they do it on a voluntary basis. And basically, someone got fired. A lady called Victoria Taylor, and she was dismissed in just really, really out of nowhere. Just boom, you're fired, sort of thing. There was no pre-warning. There was no here's a redundancy. It's just you're fired. And she was actually quite key into arranging the Ask Me Anything section. So we'd have a celebrity come on, and they would ask the post. Basically say to Reddit, ask me questions and I'll answer them. And she was the key behind sorting that out and was really good at getting the celebrities to... Bill Murray was on there months ago, yeah. And he's never used a PC before, so she helped him use a PC and to answer the questions. So she was basically key to the website and running these. And she just got sacked like, out of nowhere. And the guy who's the chief, the chief co-founder, Alexis Ohanian, has now finally apologised for it, but basically what's happening now is everyone's going private. We have subreddits like gaming.
Yeah, the subreddits.
Subreddits is what people look at. And on Friday there was none of them because everyone's gone private pretty much. They're like, okay, if you're not going to recognise for the work we do, we're going to go private and not have you look at our stuff, sort of thing. So it's kind of like an inside protest.
Yeah, mutiny,
pretty much. And if it's not going to get sorted out, it's going to implode from the inside.
Which is a shame because Reddit is good.
It's really it's not something that we want. It's just been pretty much. But apparently it's been going on for 5 years. Has been openly talked about, but there's been problems for 5 years with admins not liking the mods and vice versa, and it relies on the community to actually run the website with voluntary people doing
what they put on there,
and they're not getting a recognition from it. So, at the moment, it's not really sure how it's going to be, how it's going to leave, but it has 163 million monthly users. That's massive for a website. 163 million. 163
million what? Is that a day?
That's monthly.
A month. That's still a hell of a lot of users. A day that is still
it's still loads.
Thousands upon thousands of people.
So at the moment it's kind of like up in the air really with Reddit, so not the best thing. You mentioned something you saw in the week as well about this family.
Yeah, the family fled a 1.3 million home over watcher threats. So they were getting threatened at the home.
Yeah.
And they're saying that I'm watching your property. It's like a stalker. They were receiving threatening letters, forcing them to leave the property. We don't know why, though. Like, the letters are reading, like, why are you here?
Yeah.
I will find out. My grandfather watched the house in the 19... What the fucking hell are they watching the house for?
How creepy is that?
I'm watching the house in the 1920s. My father watched it in the 1960s. And now it's my time to watch the house.
And there was a letter sent to them.
Yeah, but they bought the house.
But they never moved into it.
Oh, so they just fled it because of that.
Yeah.
But does this person own this house then or something?
Another letter. Do you need to fill the house with the young blood I requested? ? Once I know their names, I'll call to them and draw them to me. I asked the prior owners to bring me young blood. Have they found what it is? Have they found what is in the walls yet? In time they will. I am pleased to know your names and the names of now the young blood you have brought to me.
It sounds like sadistic.
This is like horror movie shit.
Why are they even writing
They
letters
should
like
make this thing with the Watcher. The family found the letter so disturbing that they never moved into the property.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. Stop that.
But they're rich. They can afford 1.3 million homes.
Yeah, and they just withdraw that and find another 1.3 million home.
But when I read that, I was like, what? That needs to be made into a film. But
the Watcher coming to stalk you.
Watch your house for you when you're out.
Yeah, watch your house. You don't need a security system.
I'm watching for you.
I'll just threaten people.
Don't look at the walls. There's bodies in there, but don't look. Can you imagine if the owners of the house had been... But the person who sold it never told them that this has happened, and it's been going on for the last...
It's probably never going to get
going on for ages.
They just give it to the Watcher. Yeah,
there's been no suspect has identified, and no charges have been filed. Well, how can the charge files if there's no suspect?
Well, so, if it's just done by letters, there's no way to trace it and stuff. It's quite clever, really.
That's pretty much it on the news front.
Oh, the news front.
Strange news, anyway.
That was a little bit strange.
Got some movie news, though. Just a little bit. You might like this one. So, Spider-Man. Oh, Spider-Man. Ignore Spider-Man. Man of Steel, Superman.
But there is a new Spider-Man.
There is a new Spider-Man.
You mentioned that last night, didn't you?
Yeah, I actually mean Superman. So, Man of Steel.
The Man of Steel.
You loved it?
Yeah, I liked it. You didn't, did you?
I liked it. I wouldn't say loved.
I think it's wicked.
But the ending of the film has been quite controversial in terms of the destruction that happened and him killing Zod, which in the comics Superman doesn't kill, as you know.
No, but he has to save other people.
Yeah, so I think it's hit a lot of criticism because of the way it ended, and the director and the writer sort of defended that and saying, well, it had to sort of needed that impact because especially if it's going to go dark in terms of Justice League and the sequel Batman vs Superman, you need that ending.
The darkness.
And Ben Affleck actually let something little slip recently, saying that one of the buildings attacked in that finale was Wayne Enterprises, and
so he's saying that was hurt in that.
One of them, yeah, and he's saying that Batman knew some people who were in that building who might have died. So this could be quite key into why he doesn't like Superman.
Yeah, so why? Because he hurt Wayne Enterprises and probably killed some people in there that worked for him.
Yeah, I thought that's quite good. Like they planned ahead.
Yeah, no, that's good. Because I was wondering where the hate comes from and what starts it off anyway.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of now what's happened with that. So yeah, it's. I'm still going. Still recording.
We thought we lost you there.
Well, we lost it. My phone went really weird.
Yeah, we're relying on modern technology.
We are today, yes. Can we get to
Apologies. Continue, please.
Notifications. So I thought that was quite cool. There's a new trailer called For London Has Fallen.
Yeah, good old... What's his face? Sorry, Gerard Butler.
I love that. Yeah, good old. What's his name? Gerard Butler. Yes, Gerard Butler.
Because I watched Olympus Has Fallen.
That's brilliant,
and that was wicked.
That's so good.
London Has Fallen.
Very gritty as well. Very violent.
Yeah.
In comparison to the Channing Tatum one, White House Down.
Yeah, the White House Down. I didn't watch that one.
It's rubbish. Don't even bother.
Okay, well.
Yeah, London's Fallen. But this is going to be quite. I don't know if it's sort of borderline. Because we've had a lot of stuff recently that's happened with terrorists and London bombings and things.
Yeah, it's a bit crazy. Maybe they shouldn't release it just yet.
What's been going on in Tunisia and stuff as well? Like it's the timing doesn't seem quite right, but I don't know when it's going to be released. But yeah, that's going to be coming soon. Ant-Man is 2 weeks away.
Ant-Man.
My ticket's already booked.
Good.
Yes.
Have you watched The Terminator yet?
No, I'm seeing that tomorrow. Okay. So expect a review.
So next week.
Next week.
You will be reviewing that.
Ant-Man 2 weeks time. James Gunn, the director of Guardians of the Galaxy, which you've seen.
James Gunn, Guardians of the Galaxy.
You've seen that?
Yes, of course I've seen Guardians of the Galaxy, yes.
He's basically saying Ant-Man is his favourite film since Iron Man 1.
Really?
Yeah. And so, and the director of Ant-Man wants to do the second one as well. So
that's good. Maybe it's got good, but
maybe
I'll wait for that.
And there's one more thing, which has been a nagging thing from you recently. It's He-Man.
Oh, at last!
At
yes.
last,
you watched it.
I've watched He-Man.
I lent him He-Man, Masters of the Universe, which is originally like early 80s, not early 90s, well, late 80s, early 90s film. And it had Dolph Lundgren in it, and he was He-Man. And you've never seen it.
I've never seen it.
So now you've watched it.
And Courtney Cox as well. I didn't know Courtney Cox.
Courtney Cox was well young in it.
Yeah.
What did you think of it?
I actually really enjoyed it.
It's so cheesy. It's so good.
That's one of them films that's so cheesy and like just bad. Like the acting is not the best. The effects so rubbish. But I loved it. It was like when the guns are going off, it's like fireworks rather than like actual gun.
Today's technology.
Yeah. But I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really, really good.
And you liked it when Skeletor turned into God mode.
Yeah.
When he turned gold.
Basically evolved.
It was proper beating them, wasn't he?
But he still got owned though.
The whole film though was him beating them all until right to the end.
And the guy with the moustache, I just kept thinking that was Will Ferrell. It looked well like him. I know it's not, but it looked well like him.
You're right, it doesn't look bad.
Could be his dad.
But yeah, no, it's a good film. I like that.
Yeah.
One of my classics, one week.
Yeah. I've still got some more you gave me, but I will try and watch them in due course.
Anything goes this week. We have a question from @ToffTag.
ToffTag.
Thank you for your question. We had one a few weeks ago from him as well. It's around retro again.
Yes.
Sort of, so, question for us. Top Gun 2 has been announced with Tom Cruise again, confirmed to play the character Maverick. Is this a good idea, or should they leave it alone? Now, I spoke to you about this originally. You haven't even seen the first one,
No, I haven't. No.
You haven't seen Top Gun?
No.
What the freaking hell, man?
Sorry.
Top Gun is a classic.
I know it is. I'm failing, aren't I?
You need to watch Top Gun.
Yeah. Well, that's why I can't really comment
so
on
in
this.
answer to your question...
You can answer this question.
I think it'll be alright. Tom Cruise has aged quite well, I think.
Yeah, have you seen that picture of the day of him in Top Gun and him now?
Yeah. There's not a lot of major difference between him. And I think him playing Maverick again might be quite a good idea. I don't know where they're going to go with the storyline itself. But, yeah, I'm quite looking forward to watching it. Yeah. I'm a fan of the original.
You like Tom Cruise? I love Tom Cruise.
Yeah, my missus hates Tom Cruise. I just won't watch any Tom Cruise film.
I'm like, Mission Impossible.
All the Mission Impossibles are brilliant. War of the Worlds was alright.
Yeah.
Have you seen The Last Samurai?
Yeah.
Fucking, what a good acting.
He done Minority Report.
Yeah, love that.
Jack Reacher.
Jack Reacher's alright.
Oblivion.
Yeah, all these...
Edge of Tomorrow. That was sick.
Yeah, Edge of Tomorrow's good.
That was basically really good.
That was the one where they like live, die, repeat, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I kept calling it that.
That was the film name when they brought it over here, because even Edge of Tomorrow had the rights to it, so it actually did end up being called Live, Die, Repeat. So
Live, Die, Repeat.
But that was a video game film that wasn't based on a video game, because just the idea of it, like, just basically how a game is. Like,
Respawn.
I thought about this after like when you play COD and Call of Duty Online, like you do, the character you're playing, like, and when you're going off and shooting people, when he dies, does he know what he's seen? Like, and like I was sort of thinking about that. Has he seen what he's seen? Like,
which he has, in the game.
Or does he respawn as a brand new character, or as himself again, that has forgotten about what's happened previously? And I never really think about it. I know people don't. It's just a game, but when I actually thought into it, it's like, does he actually know what he's seen? Like, or is he just being respawned as himself again and forgotten about the last 5 minutes where he got blown off in the head?
No, yeah, that's true. Because when you respawn, you remember what you saw. You go back to the area and fuck them up. Yeah,
that's what I mean. Because you do. Because you do as a person playing it. But I thought it was quite interesting.
A quick touch on one more thing. Really, it's just about the new Nintendo. Nintendo NX seems to be the code name for the new console, which may be released next year.
NX.
Nintendo's going, this is their next generation console.
So I thought the Wii U was.
Yeah, I don't like. Sorry, Nintendo fans. Nintendo that much.
You're going to Nintendo fans now.
I like Nintendo. I like the Game Boy. I like the retro stuff.
Yeah.
But things that have released recently are just not up to scratch with the graphics.
No.
The game's all right, but they need to get up there again.
I think they're still trying to focus on multiplayer
kids and family,
and families,
which is good.
Yeah,
I like Nintendo for that, but they need to get.
If they want to compete more, they need to get
competitive, because they are struggling, and it's not
next generation.
It's not a non-known fact that they are struggling.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a good episode. 20.
Really
I
good
like
episode,
that.
yeah.
Thanks to our guest.
Episode 20.
Yeah. Thanks for
Yeah.
Gemma coming on.
Gemma
Thank you
coming
very
on.
much.
Yeah.
We'll see you next week. And then the week after, we're at London Film and Comic
We
Con.
are, yes.
So we'll be doing a special on that.
Of what we say.
What if
we
we'll
can.
do a little review on it. We might try and get some people to have a chat with us.
If it's not too busy though.
Yeah.
It's going to be round, I think.
And we'll have just a good day out.
Yeah, some beers, a few ales.
Something day.
Do you want to throw the...
Yes, Twitter handles out there. At the Something Pod, capital T, capital A, capital P. My Twitter handle for Dan is at DanMan5K.
And mine's at Surreal Kefbo.
Please follow us and like
Follow
and
us, tweet
subscribe on
us,
there.
question
You'll see our link for
Gemma's page and website.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks very much, and we'll see you next time.
Goodbye.